Hello. So I meant to do this video yesterday, which was April 2nd, because by the time I post this, it'll be a compilation of everything that has taken place up until the point that they put the braces on. Well, I digress. Today's April 3rd, and I meant to do the video yesterday because I went to the dentist yesterday and found out what I had to get done. So, you know, I had been saying that I was stressed out and worried about what exactly the dentist was going to find, and if they found extensive stuff, would I need to wait until the insurance kicks in to do it, or would it be cost efficient and beneficial if I go ahead and just take care of everything now? So I backtrack and give some background information. I had went to a dentist in Georgia, in the Atlanta area, and had them examine my mouth, because again, I was getting ready to get my mouth taken care of because I hadn't been to the dentist in a while. I had just got a tooth pulled, and I just wanted to get everything together, because at that point, outside of my 4 wisdom teeth being pulled when I was 16, that was the 3rd tooth that I had gotten pulled out my mouth because of a cavity and toothache, and I just didn't have the money for a root canal. Okay, so they go in and they were like, we have this treatment program that you can get on. We'll examine your mouth, we'll do the x-rays, and we'll tell you everything that is wrong with your mouth. I was about to say vehicle. And I was like, okay, good to go. My husband was like, well, even though we don't have insurance, I am not really responsible for a lot of the household bills. If I do pay something in the house, it is like little bitty stuff. So I had the disposable income to go ahead and be like, okay, we'll take care of this and we'll do this treatment plan. So they do the x-rays, they do the exam, they do a thorough exam, and he comes back and he says, okay, you have XYZ amount of cavities and you need a deep cleaning because you have early onset of periodontal disease. I was like, oh, okay. Blindly just listening to what they say, because again, I'm not skilled in that area. Excuse me. So I go in, I set my appointments up, and they said before anything can be done, we got to get the deep cleaning out the way. So the deep cleaning in itself was like $1,000. Okay. So we go in and they were like, we're going to do 1 quadrant at a time. You have 4 quadrants in your mouth. So I go and I get the first quadrant done. I paid for that. That's like $300, $300 or $400. Okay. Well, some things happened in the family and we had to move from Georgia to North Carolina. So, needless to say, we still don't have insurance, and we moved back to my hometown where I was born at, because I don't identify being from here. But we moved back to the town that I was born in, and they don't have dental offices out here that do treatment plans like that for your dental work. If I was going to an orthodontist, then yes, they'll set you up on a treatment plan for that, but not for dental work. And they were like, well, you can get a care credit card, or pay out of pocket. Well, at that point, I didn't have money to do that either, with us just moving, trying to get stable here. Flash forward to 2019. I had been talking all 2018 about I want to get my teeth fixed. I really don't like my overbite. I really don't like my crooked teeth at the bottom. I just want to get my teeth fixed. Okay. So this year, my husband was like, go ahead and just get everything done. So March, I called and I narrowed down who I was going to have my orthodontist with, and I narrowed it down, and, you know, I chose who I needed to go to. So I went and did everything with them, and they were like, oh, well, you're going to need a dental clearance and get your mouth clean. So mind you, I'm already aware that I have some needed dental work done because of the Georgia dentist. So I was very paranoid and worried regarding how much everything was going to cost me. Okay, so we go in, and I go in yesterday, and she initially said that I needed to get 18 x-rays, and but she then backed up. She said, well, let me ask you this. Did you get any x-rays done at the orthodontist yet? I said, as a matter of fact, yes, I did. I said, they did all their needed x-rays last week. This is the name of the orthodontist. I go to an orthodontist named the Coastal Carolina Orthodontics, or they call themselves Smile Makers. And I think that's part of their website name, smilemakers.com. I think it is, something to that effect. Anyway, they get my panoramic x-rays from my orthodontist, and so I only had to do the bite wings. And when the dentist came in and examined my mouth, because we were waiting for the panoramic to get done, because this is before she knew I didn't need to take another one, he comes in and he examines my mouth and my teeth, and he was like, well, I can see some cavities in certain teeth, but I want to go ahead and wait until they do your x-rays before I give them a concrete list of where the cavities are and what needs to be filled. Okay. Now, mind you, I had just got individual dental insurance through my bank account, and I misinterpreted what the benefits said. So I thought that I would not be able to get my insurance to cover my fillings. So I was prepared to pay for all my fillings out of pocket, which meant that the money I had set aside for my braces would now cover getting my fillings done, and I would just have to start over with my money for my braces again. Well, they come in, and before they start to do any work on my mouth, she goes over the treatment plan, and the treatment plan is as follows. I have no need for a deep cleaning. So the deep cleaning that Georgia was going to make me do was unnecessary. I do not have onset of periodontal disease. I just have gingivitis, which is the stage that you have before you can be diagnosed with periodontal disease if it is left unchecked. So I said, well, what do we need to do to take care of the gingivitis? And she said, we could do a gingivitis cleaning today. Your insurance doesn't pay for all of it, so there will be part of it that you have to pay for. I said, okay, no problem, because I'm not paying for the general cleaning anyway. So my gingivitis cleaning with my insurance discount, and they offered me a 10% military discount off of my cleaning, came to $80 something dollars. It was $95.60, and they took off $9 and some change for the 10%. So I was happy. She comes in, And, you know, on the cleaning part, that's the price for the cleaning. She says, well, you have 11 cavities. Excuse me, what? Yes, Miss Williams, you have 11 cavities. I was like, well, I'll take 11 cavities over a deep cleaning any day because, mind you, I haven't been to the dentist in 3 years. So I wasn't surprised and I wasn't shocked and alarmed about it. What do we need to do to take care of it? So she's going over the payment plans and she's literally pricing to me, price quoting each tooth. So they grouped them based on, I guess, what need to be done and, you know, what tooths need to be done similar. And I was like, okay. So we did that. The total cost for everything came to be $1,016. And I was just like, well, that's pretty reasonable. She was like, well, yeah, your insurance pays 50% of your benefits. I said, I thought that I couldn't get my teeth filled until 6 months from the start date. And my start date was April 1st. So I wasn't wasting any time in regards to getting in and getting my work done. Because my birthday is May 5th and I wanted my treatment to not start before my birthday. I didn't want the braces before my birthday because I didn't want to not be able to eat any type of food that I want to eat. If I decide I want to go eat steak, I want to be able to eat whatever I want to eat in comfort. So I get the gingivitis cleaning and I looked at it. She was like, well, your insurance is going to pay 50%. I was like, okay, girl. Yes, work that magic because I was not trying to get y'all the rest of this money that I had saved. So, long story short, they did the gingivitis cleaning. And tomorrow, I go in and they're going to do 2 of my fillings. Then Friday, I go in and they're going to do 2 more of my fillings, which is 4 out of 11 fillings done. She said that it won't be difficult to get me appointments to get my fillings done. So I'm hoping and crossing my fingers that by the end of next week, all of my fillings will be taken care of. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that this gingivitis cleaning did not hurt. It hurt. It hurt like hell. I promise you, it hurt. And in the areas where I need my teeth filled, where I got the cavities, they hurt even worse. So the gingivitis cleaning, I have several teeth that rated a number 4 for the gum pockets, and you're supposed to have a 1 through a 3, 1 through 3 to be considered healthy. So I scored 4s, and I had already did research on the gum check for, you know, just check your health of your gums. And so I was aware that I was prepared to hear 4s, because that meant that I was just in a warning zone and that I caught the disease early before it could get to, you know, the full-blown disease. So I wasn't worried about that. And she was like, I'm not going to recommend a deep cleaning unless you have bone loss. Well, I didn't have any bone loss on any of I only had bone loss rather on 2 teeth. And it's not a lot of bone loss. She said it's very minimal. And depending upon my follow-up checkup, she might not recommend a deep cleaning on those 2 teeth. I might be, you know, good to go with just the gingivitis cleaning that was done. I was like, okay, whatever. If I have to come back and get the deep cleaning, that is $150. Still, Not even the price of what they charge for one quadrant. And it's just 2 teeth. So I wasn't too upset about that. So the downside is I'm gonna be getting my braces on after May 14th, because that's when I go back in for my 6-week checkup to reassess my gums. And I got a lot of family reunions that take place during the summer, and that just equates and boils down to the fact that I won't be eating a lot of the barbecue foods, because my mouth might still be in a point where I can't eat. But I'm not upset, because at the end of the day, I am getting my mouth taken care of and prepared so that I have health. I have good health. Not just good oral health, but just good health, period. Because your teeth and the health of your teeth affect your body. I will say that after she did the gingivitis cleaning, the areas that I